What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to be going over my top 5 NBA props for the day. I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve, New Year's, all that. I hope you guys were able to spend time with your family over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, over the holidays. But we're back better than ever, guys. We're going to crush it today, and let's get just straight into it, really. Before we do get started, I do want to mention my partners, Shuffle. Use code TTL over on Shuffle. You get a 100% match up to $1,000. It's a sports book. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 2 bets for Shuffle. So we have the Clippers at plus 330. I'm putting $100 on them to cash out 430. So $330 profit here. And then we have the 76ers at plus 128. I'm putting 100 on them to win 228. So $128 profit on that one. Loving both of these. Let's lock them in and let's get into our picks for the day. As always, by the way, guys, if you sign up to Shuffle using my code and make a deposit, you get a month free of VIP. If you sign up to UnderDog using code TTL, PrizePicks using code TTL, Chalkboard, any of those websites using code TTL, and you make your first deposit, even if it's just a $10 deposit, you get a free month of VIP, which is $20 a month. So you get a free month to try that out, and we've been crushing it lately. So definitely, if you're interested, take advantage of that. And let's get into the NBA picks for the day. Let me go ahead and pull up my props list on my second monitor. And let's get started. So we're going to do 5 picks in the free video today. Obviously, there's a lot more in VIP, but let's get into it. So one of our top picks of the day is going to be, we'll start with the popular play, and it's going to be Jaden McDaniels over 5.5 rebounds and assists versus the Celtics. Now, when we take a look at this over on predictiveprofits.ai, which is a website I created, runs 10,000 simulations per prop and tells us the best props to take, tells us whether to take the over or the under, the projected hit rate in those simulations, uses all the past data, opposing team defenses, injury reports, all that good stuff to come up with this. But we're going to go ahead and search up Jaden McDaniels. And by the way, you can get 50% off your first month here by using code TTL50. We can see right here, Jaden McDaniels rebounds and assists 5.5. It tells us to take the over, and it hit in 65% of the time. So good enough for me. When we take a look at it, we can see, first off, the thing I'm looking at is the opposing team's defense. Boston Celtics defense. They're 5th in the league out of 30 teams for assists allowed per game, only allowing 24.5 per game. But for rebounds allowed, they're 19th, allowing 53 rebounds per game. We have him projected for 6.6 in this matchup, which is quite a bit higher than that 5.5 line. That's a 20% increase there. He's cashed in 4 of his last 5. He's cashed in 9 of his last 10. And he's cashed in 17 of 31 this season. I don't think we're going to have any issues here. I'm loving this. He hit it in 65% as a projected hit rate from those simulations. And when we take a look and we hover over these, we can see he's mainly getting these with rebounds anyways. Like he only had 3 assists, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0. So it's like the RA, I mean, I think maybe he gets 1 assist. His rebounds line isn't even up anymore. But I feel like his rebounds line would be 4.5. If you can get the rebounds line at 4.5, take that, honestly. But the 5.5 RA, I'm loving here. He doesn't get many assists, which is what the Celtics defense is good at, and they're bad at the rebounds allowed anyways. So we're going to take advantage of that. Go ahead and take Jaden McDaniels over, and let's move on to the second prop of the day, which is going to be Zubac. And we're going to take his over 15.5 PA. Now, this is already bumped up to 16.5 over on Chalkboard and over on Sleeper. Let's go ahead and lock this in. Zubac over 15.5 points and assists. And let's take a look at it over on Predictive Profits. The points and assists, 15.5. The over cashed in 71% of these simulations. And when we take a look at it, we can see He's projected for 17.7, which is a 2.2 increase from his 15.5 line. He's cashed this in 4 of his last 5. He's cashed this in 8 of his last 10. And he's cashed this in 22 of 32 games this season. I'm loving this. Now, the Thunder's defense is crazy good. Don't get me wrong. Points allowed. They're first in the league for least amount of points allowed per game. They're third in the league for assists allowed per game as well. They're allowing 103 points and around 24 assists per game over this season on average. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Zubac's been a monster. I don't think he's going to have any issues getting some points today. And even assists. Like when we take a look, we can see he shot 7 attempts this last game with 2 assists. The second game, 13 attempts, 4 assists. 9 attempts, 2 assists. 18 attempts, 1 assist. 10 attempts. So he's shooting the ball a ton. He's getting the field goal attempts, double digit in most of his games. So I don't think we're going to see any issues with him getting 15.5 PA. So let's go ahead and lock that one in and move on to our third prop of the day, which this is one that scares me a little bit, but we're going to take Cason Wallace under 7.5 points. Now, this is the one that scares me the most just because it's an under, first of all. And I take unders all the time because I trust the process and it's been profitable. But unders just suck taking them, man. Because, like, if they're at 5 at half, it's like he gets a 3-pointer, we're doomed. Like, if he's at 6 at half, all he has to do is score 1 bucket and we're screwed. But I'm trusting the process here. Cason Wallace under 7.5 points. Let's take a look at this. Cason Wallace 7.5. The under hit in 69.9. So basically 70% of the hit rate of the simulations. The Clippers defense is really tight. 5th in the league for least amount of points allowed per game. Only allowing 107.8 per game. We have him projected to end with 6 points. And we can see over his last 5, he's only cashed in. He's cashed in 4 out of 5. He's only went over in 1 out of 5. Over his last 10, he's went under in 8 of 10. This season, he's went under in 19 of 30 games. So this season, he's averaging 6.5 points per game. Last 10, he's averaging 5.5. Last 5, he's averaging 4.6. So I'm loving this for Cason Wallace. Let's lock him in. And let's go for our 4th pick of the day, which is going to be Giannis over 34.5 PA. And it looks like his points has become a popular play. So this wasn't a popular play beforehand. It looks like people are starting to take his points over. I'm liking his PA at 34.5, a little bit better than his points. And let's take a look. Now we can go ahead and see PRA 68% hit rate, points 73.7. PR 77.9, PA 78.6. All of these are good to take. I love everything for Giannis today. I'm hoping the Nets can keep it a little bit close just so we can get that extra value of having him get a full run. But even if he doesn't, I think he would be a big part of why they're blowing the Nets out. So I think he gets 34.5 PA either way. And when we take a look at this, the reason I'm taking this one isn't just the hit rate. These hit rates are close enough to where I look at all of them, and when I click his name, I can see the projection down here. This has the highest differential between his projection and what his line is at. So he's projected for 38.2, which is a between 34.5. That's a 3.7, a 3.7 difference there. I'm loving that. We look at the Nets defense, 22nd in the league for assists allowed, 16th for points allowed. Very weak defense. He's cashed this in 5 straight games. He's cashed this in 9 of his last 10, and he's cashed this in 18 of 26 this season. I don't think he's going to have any issues getting 37, 38 PA. He could go for 40. This could definitely be a game that he gets a triple-double in as well. It should be, honestly. But I'm loving this. Let's lock it in. Giannis over 34.5 PA. And let's move on to our 5th and final prop of the video. And it's going to be Payton Pritchard over 13.5 points. This one's now a popular play as well. 11.9 thousand people have taken it. And when we search him up, we can see points 13.5, over hitting 67.16%. He's cashed in 3 straight games, 18 points, 21 points, 19 points. He had 13 attempts, 16 attempts, and then got less run here, but still 9 attempts, 7 attempts, just not making his shots. Over his last 10, he's gotten over in 7 of his last 10, averaging 15 points. This season, he's went over in 22 of 33, so we're on a 66, 67% hit rate. And we can see 15.6 average there. So we're having him right at a 67% projected hit rate here with a projection of 15.4. Now the Timberwolves defense, very tight, 4th in the league for least amount of points allowed, only allowing 107 per game. But I don't think he's going to have any issues. I will say the popular plays today, there's a lot of Celtics points. They have Brown points, Tatum points, Pritchard points, Holiday points, Porzingis points, Derek White points, Tatum. Like every single Boston player has his points over as a popular play today, which is all of these players are not going to go over their points. Like I don't know who they're fooling, but I do think Payton Pritchard will go over his 13.5 line. I'm loving it. Let's go 5 for 5 today, guys. Let's sweep the board, start the new year off right. Since I didn't have a video yesterday, this is the first one of the year. And let's all have a blessed and wonderful 2025, guys. Again, go ahead and sign up to UnderDog, Chalkboard, PrizePicks. Make your first deposit, $5, $10, and get a free month of VIP. And as always, the sports book I'm partnered with is Shuffle. If you guys are interested, you can get a match up to $1,000 over on there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.